Hey guys, Tony here, and I'm here to, well, I know I said I'd be reviewing albums, but I kind of came up with a different kind of concept for that. Um, what I'm thinking of, or what I'm going to do is show records that I believe are essential records, meaning records that I think that every record collection should have a copy of. Now, that may sound strange, but um, being as everybody has different tastes and things like that, I may love something and somebody else might hate it, but these are just ones that I think I can only go by my own taste. I also see what a lot of other people have, especially here on YouTube, and I kind of get the idea that in a lot of cases they'd agree. But if you don't agree, it's alright. I'm just saying, in my opinion, these are record collection essentials. So I'm thinking I'd do a series of this, each video just showcasing one record. Um, I guess I'll review it as best as I can. Um, how in depth I go just probably depend on the record. But so yeah, I'll just get down to it. I don't want to make these videos too long. But the first one I'm going to show for this is one that I think that every rock fan should have, and it's Love's Forever Changes, which is just, in my opinion, an absolutely brilliant album from beginning to end. Um, I love the whole thing. This is a reissued copy, um, but still, it's a beautiful record. This is on Sundays, which you can see up there, but still, it's just fabulous. It's a great record. Um, this is their third record, I think, for Elektra. They were on Elektra. These guys, I think, were one of the first rock bands that Elektra signed. Elektra was more in the folk game in the '60s, fronted by Arthur Lee. Um, if you're not familiar with this record, or this band, highly recommend you check them out. Um, this is a great starting place for them. I think it's their best album. I haven't heard absolutely everything by the group, but I've heard a lot, and I think this is their best album. To me, the sound of this record, it's psychedelic, but it's not overly psychedelic. There's just subtle touches, I think, of a psychedelic kind of sound. There's a lot of different influences. This was, if I didn't say, released in 1967, towards the end. And what I hear in it is a lot of um, the Byrds. I hear Dylan. There's also a lot of string and horns, and it also kind of has like a flamenco kind of sound to it as well at points. Um, some great songs on here. I mean, to me, what people might recognize is Alone Again, which is the first track, which is brilliant. Um, my personal favorite on here is The Red Telephone, which ends the first side. To me, that whole first side is just, I love the whole thing. The second side is brilliant too. I just kind of more partial to the first side, but the whole album's great. The Red Telephone is just, I love it. It's like trippy and it's really cool. Um, I heard it too in a movie recently. Um, Taking Woodstock, that movie, if you saw that, which was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. But anyway, um, there's rumors about this album. I've heard that Neil Young played on it, but he didn't. He wasn't, but he was associated with this album. He was originally slated to be the producer of this record, but I guess at the last minute he had to drop out. But he did help arrange one track on it, which I think was The Daily Planet. Neil Young helped arrange. Um, but before I even heard this record, somebody told me, "Oh, check this out." Neil Young plays on it, but he actually doesn't. But he was associated with the group. Um, this is on a lot of lists. for one of the best records of all time, thing like that. And to me, when I listen to it, it's just I think of this is what the '60s sounded like. You know what I mean? It's just if you listen to it, you know the record, you're familiar with it, you'll probably know what I mean. Um, it's just really a great record, and um, this group had a lot of troubles. They couldn't get along, and I guess when they were gonna go into the studio and record this album, there's a lot of fighting. So session musicians were hired. I think they do actually play on some of the tracks. But then the group realized, hey, they're hiring session musicians. We ought to get along, and so they got back together and laid down the tracks for this. Um, but I guess that's pretty much all I got to say about it. It is a brilliant, brilliant record. I can't recommend it enough. Again, Love Forever Changes. Brilliant, brilliant record. So check that out. So there you go, guys. This is my first installment of this. Tell me what you think, please. Um, like I said, this isn't going to be really rare records. Like I said, record collection essentials. So they could be super familiar to most of you. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have this album, if you like it, if you think I was off base on anything I said about it, anything at all. So let me know. And again, guys, thanks for watching. Take care.